Hey guys, it's me, Missy with Rustique Relics, and in today's video I'm going to be giving this little side table just a little bit of an update. It's really old, so it has like natural flaws that I just can't do anything with, but there's a lot of chippiness that I love about this table, but not the color. So I'm going to go with a green. I chose collard greens, and then I have a little tea candle that I'm just going to use to put on the chippiness that I like on this table, and then paint over it and then scrape it off. So I'm really excited, and let's get started. Okay, so I sanded down the top of this table to the bare wood to try to get out as much of the deep scratches that I can. There are still some marks in this that I just really, I can't get them all the way out without just keeping going further and further. And I don't have the sander that will allow me to get into those details, but I did scuff sand the rest of it, and you can see, so this is the chippiness that I'm talking about that I like. So it has the natural woods and everything in it. So I just want to take my wax and just kind of like rub it over those spots like that. So that way when I go to paint it, those spots will just come back, you know, like the paint will just scrape off. So that's what I'm gonna do all around this table. It's really old. I don't know the date of it, but it's a really old one because this bottom piece, it just has dowels into it. So I had to get Rodney to glue it all back up and everything, and then we clamped it to attach it back. So that way, but I just want to take my wax and I just want to rub it on these spots where this chippiness is, and then that way when I go to sand it and distress it and scrape it, all of this will be what pops through, and I think it'll look really good with the collard greens. It's just a really deep green, and green is supposed to be like really popular this year. I love green. Green and black furniture is my favorite. So I'm really excited to use this color. So let's get started. Okay guys, let's see if I put enough wax on it. Okay, so I just have this caulking tool. I don't know where my metal scraper is, so I'm just going with this one. It has, so I don't know, can you see how it just takes the paint off for that chippy effect. Okay, so here's the thing. It's my scraper. That plastic scraper is not really scraping off what I want it to. It's either not touching it how I want it to, or I don't know. But the sandpaper is doing what I was like. It's taking it off where I had put the wax off. Like it's getting it off better than the scraper. But I don't want to sand this whole entire thing in the house. So what I'm going to do is take it outside and just see how it just like, and I'm not even doing any pressure, but that's where I put the wax at, was all around these edges and anywhere where the paint was really chippy at. And it just comes off really easily. So like you can, right here, there's like, you can feel the wax, but my scraper is not scraping it off. So either I did a really good job painting or my scraper's no good. So I'm going to take this outside and sand it, and then I'll show it to you. Alright guys, so I sanded off where the wax was because the scraper just wasn't quite, it wasn't quite getting where I wanted it to get the wax. And I could feel the wax on the paint, but I just, like, the scraper just wasn't scraping it. I probably need like one of those metal scrapers, like the 6-in-1 or something like that, but I have one. I just don't know where it's at. But you can see, like, the sandpaper just easily took off where I had put all the wax, and it just easily took off the paint that was on top of it all the way around the table. So that worked out for me. So if you don't have a scraper, just know that you can use sandpaper if you're, just going where you put the wax on. So this table is done, and all I'm going to do is seal it up in clear wax. And I'm thinking about adding some black wax, like to these corners right here, just to give it a little bit of shadow. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so you can see how I'm kind of just a little bit dry brushing it on. But how easy it is to work is because I have the clear coat on it first. So it allows me to kind of feather it in. And I'm just using just a brush, but I've cut this brush down so that way it's stiffer. And I'm just getting it all into the detail of this table, the edges, and see where the paint is chippy at. I'm kind of letting it really get in to those areas right there. Dabbing the wax into it and then feathering it on top. And then the same thing here. But it has all that chippiness to it. And then just putting the black wax into it to let it really give it that age. Look to it, and then just using it, moving it around because of the clear coat, the clear wax. I can just move the black wax around how I like it. So that's my table. We'll just let that cure up and then come back through and just buff it out. Alright guys, so here's my table. It's just got a little bit of a chippiness to it. I'm obsessed with this color green. I like how it turned out. I think it's really cute. So if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and check us out on Facebook, and we'll see you guys next time.